everybody. Welcome back to another Pearl Liars review. Yay.
I'm freaking out. Oh, what? Oh.
Pearl Liars review.
What's that? Never heard of it.
Get your full shit. Okay, so the intro was Spencer this time.
Well, now they're just kind of rotating, so it's not really that big of a surprise anymore. I kind of like they bring like someone new each time, like maybe the camera would pan over and it's just like Ezra at the edge of the cemetery, just like.
I kind of want like with the girl, she's like in the
Coffin?
casket.
Yeah.
I kind of wish like
pop up and be like, alright.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. I kind of wish they would do that instead.
Maybe they will. Maybe they will. We got a season and a half to go, so.
Okay. So, I guess Aria is going through the pictures from the wedding from the episode before, and she finds like pictures that she's like, I didn't even take these. Yeah. And there's little keynotes.
Well, is Ailey the message for her?
Yeah, A left her a message, and it says, "Tell me who the killer is," or something like that.
And see, this makes me think it's even more Allie, because now
election day.
If the killer and A are two separate people, you know, if A's trying to figure out who the fuck the killer is, it's like that makes it more sense that it's Allie who is the either one. I can see it go either way actually, but I can see her being A again because she's trying to find out who killed her sister.
No, I don't think so. I don't think Allie did it.
Well, she's conveniently out of the town on this episode.
She was at the wedding.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
Was she at the wedding?
Yes. I saw her. She was at the wedding.
I remember her at the wedding.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it can't be her. It has to be someone.
Yeah, but she can't have a helper. Jesus Christ, sweetie.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And we find out Aria did marry her and her.
I don't know what the guy's name is.
Me neither.
Allie and no name. See, that's what I'm saying. They're throwing a lot of shit this season that I just don't care about, and that was one of them. I really give a shit that Allie's found happiness? No, I haven't, because she's a cunt.
And like Peter.
Now she's pregnant in real life, right, Allie?
No, I think it's just the character. I read.
Well, either way, I figured that'd probably be a way they're trying to get her off the camera for a little bit. Like, she's on her honeymoon. It's going to take forever. All right, go ahead.
Okay. As Peter wants Spencer to stay away from Caleb.
Yeah.
Because he's like.
Well, the scandal.
Yes, he's covering up for A.
Yeah.
Just to
well, not covering up for A's, but they know if they talk about how they've been, you know, because basically during this whole thing, Caleb is secretly going into the opposition stuff. Now, the only way he knew about that was the fact that, you know, A blew the whistle.
Yeah.
Or what I'm trying to say is, you know, if he says he wasn't, and that's all he was doing, they would still know that he was hacking into their shit. And they're trying to keep A a secret, which I still don't get why they're keeping A a secret. But
yeah,
whatever.
The parents know who, like, about A that first time. Why are they keeping it a secret now?
But anyway, so yeah, but everybody's trying to keep Spale apart, which hurts me. So.
And I guess
her dad, her mom, dad, and sister just pissed me off. Like I literally hate the Hastings house, except for Spencer. She's my favorite, but I feel so sorry for her. Like her dad was just being such a dick to her. I'm like, dude, she's not even in high school anymore. Fuck off.
And Ashley's hosting a wedding kind of bachelor.
Yeah, like a
bachelorette party for Hannah.
Which just went horrible.
Yeah.
You gonna get to that later?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't. I know you're gonna go chronological.
Toby's back and show up at Spencer's place, and I guess they leaked something about Yvonne having like a character.
Yvonne had an abortion, and of course they're from a very conservative family,
Yeah.
so they're like, that's not what they're not about the abortion. Well, thing is, once again, since Caleb took the fall for doing the hack, it looks like he was the one that leaked Yvonne's abortion information. So he shows up and punches him out. And, you know, that whole thing was just ridiculous. I'm like, you know, granted, you should know your boy more than that. You know what I mean? And the fact that like Caleb never even said, yeah, I leaked it. He just kept saying, you know, I just did what I had to do. Yeah. He never once admitted to it. And I'm like, you know, at this point, after all he's been through, I get it. Toby's probably a little pissed that, you know, he took Spencer. But it's like, you're married. Or you're going to be married to this girl. Why do you care? he gets pissed about this without even really questioning and just punches him out. Like, would you not know better? I don't know. It was ridiculous. And that's just another one of those things, like, Hannah in this party, she's pouting the whole fucking time. Like, I get it. Everybody wants Halo back together. I don't. I like Spencer and Caleb together. So the fact that, they're going, and you brought this up last night, I'm jumping ahead, sorry, but you brought up that you think that they're going to probably make Jordan bad. And I'm like, they probably will. That gives Hannah the perfect excuse to dump him and go back to Caleb. And I don't want that. I really don't. This is life. Life progresses. I don't want... It's like they're trying to shoehorn every relationship back together. We'll get more on that later, I guess. But, I don't know. Hannah, she's my second favorite. I like her. Actually, there's times I just don't like Arya and don't like Emily. But Hannah's one of those I always like. But dude, her attitude last night was just really getting my nerves. She's just pouting and moping around. And then Toby's acting like a little dick. And I don't know. I didn't like any of it. It was just, go ahead.
So, Arya is like co-writing with Ezra.
That was another dumbass thing too.
Because he goes up to tells the what's her face?
The publisher.
Saying that she's like helping co-write.
And I'm just like, okay, maybe let's just say he does have the best intentions. Alright. I feel so bad for Liam. Because this kid literally is very in love with Arya, and I'm sure it'll probably turn him evil too, just so they can easily get Arya and Ezra back together. I don't like Arya and Ezra together. I never liked it together. I've been against that since the beginning, when he was chomoing on her in the fucking school. So, the fact that they're trying to, push them back together, it's just so... And he's just like, I guess I should have probably told you when I'm like, well, no duh. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know. I don't like it. I was happy, jumping ahead a little bit. Well, I'll get there in a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, the girls are trying to get hold of Melissa because they found that she's the one who killed.
And see, that's another thing.
Charlotte.
Every fucking person, every time there's any kind of a slight suspect, they all four jump on that suspect like it is. That's it. They found A again. They did it with Arya's dad, which is the most ridiculous one. I was like, you was jumping all over that.
No.
They did it give Melissa, and I'm like, at this point, don't get me wrong, Melissa is a cunt. She flat out is just a cunt. But she's not a killer. She did, hide the body of Bethany Young and whatnot, but it's like, she didn't kill her. And it just seems like, really? After all this, you guys are just going to jump right? I don't know. It just seems like, I'm okay when they went 5 years forward. I was skeptical. But it's like, they're not acting like it's 5 years forward. They're just acting like there's just gaps of time, and no one's really matured or evolved on the show. And that's what bugs me the most, I guess, so.
Okay, we already said this part. Caleb in fight.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta jump in. Sorry. Yeah.
And then...
Fuck you, Toby.
Okay. Hannah is upset because her mom offered Caleb a...
Yeah. Well, Caleb gets kicked out of Spencer's house because, he leaked it. Yeah. And so he's trying to find a place, and of course he's at the... hotel, Radley, and of course they're all booked up, and so she offers him the spare bedroom, which Hannah starts getting all pouty about. I'm like, clearly you're still in love with him, even though I truly think he has moved on from her.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing I'm just kind of, but I'm like, here's another, the writers are just trying to create more drama, because he's going to eventually go there, and it's going to be all this weirdness. And
she's like, I just moved on with Jordan, and I don't want feelings come back and.
Well, she's forcing herself. That's another thing too. They're clearly hitting that. Don't get me wrong. I like Hannah and Caleb together, Hannah and Caleb together. I do, but I like the fact that he's with Spencer now. I think it's a better relationship. I think they're better for each other, and I just like the fact that Hannah is clearly just pouting about this. She was happy with Jordan until she saw Caleb. Like a typical woman, she sees a guy happy and then she's all jealous and shit.
Tanner's back.
Fuck her.
Yeah, she shows up at Arya's door and saying that she needs to come in for a lineup.
And that's another thing, Tanner.
Because someone turned it in. And
the description of her.
Yeah, you fit the description.
And that's the thing too. Tanner knows what these girls have been through. Now I can understand in the early season. In fact, everything before 5 years forward. Yeah, the girls could be very suspect. I get it. But it's after all they've been through, they're still being harassed by the cops.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding? I don't know. Don't get me wrong. It's not against the actor that plays Tanner. I think she does a great job. It's the character itself I hate. I mean, that's what they do. They're writer to, you're supposed to hate her. And oh, I do. I fucking hate Tanner.
Yeah, Ariella sneaks.
I can't believe that even worked. Because she spills the coffee on. There's a file on top of the report.
Yeah.
She spills the coffee. I would pick up everything. But, in this world, she just picks up the file and gave Arya the chance to look at the report. And I'm just like, that actually worked? Fuck you. But anyway, Arya goes back in
and she sneaks around the
well, she wrote that Sarah Harvey that narked her out, and of course we all know Sarah Harvey's a little cunt.
Yeah, and then
I bet Sarah Harvey probably killed it and Alize. Or maybe it's reversed. I don't know. Allie's involved, that's all I'm saying. From the beginning. Alright, go ahead.
Let me see. Emily found the truck that freaking tried to run her over.
Dude, she goes to Rapeville. Seriously, I was like, dude, you're getting raped. That was the roughest fucking mechanic shop. And then the girl, which you thought was a guy, which I don't blame you because she looked pretty manly, but Patty shows up and she's like, there ain't nothing here or whatever. And then of course she sneaks back in, she finds a truck that, attacked her. And then of course,
she took a picture of it and told her to leave.
I wonder if that Patty's a cover. That's a outfit. It's a uniform.
Maybe.
Mask. It could be. She's rough looking though.
And then he goes under the.
Well, that was later on, but yeah, gets a little payment from the envelope. So I don't know. It was. Literally, when Emily walks in there, I was like, hey, these girls should fucking know by now. You don't go anywhere alone anymore. I don't care. I don't care if it's been 5 years later. At this point, we use the buddy system. And then when you see where she's at, like, oh, dude, poor Emily's gonna get raped in this episode. But it didn't, luckily, so.
We already covered that one.
What?
See if Sarah.
Next one then.
Melissa, we find out Melissa got blackmailed.
Yeah.
By someone, she don't know who, and she need money and then clothes.
It's just more. And that's another thing too. It's the fact that they get pissed at Spencer
before Charlotte got released.
Yeah, so it wasn't Charlotte. We know that. The thing is, this whole episode has been the Hastings just teaming up on Spencer. All three of them are just like, you need to do this. How are you pulling this shit? And it's if you wouldn't, nothing's wrong. I know that the four liars have been lying their asses off since they got back. But it's if they would have just told her, listen, Melissa has been... it's a family. I don't know. It's I would have said that right off the bat. So now we spend the entire, half season now chasing this whole thing when we find out all it was the fact that Melissa's been blackmailed for the, cover-up of, Bethany Young. And it's well, if you would have fucking told Spencer that before... we wouldn't be in this mess right now. I don't know. Peter Hastings sucks dick. I hope he gets killed next. Hope all the parents but Ashley Marin. I want her to live. I don't like the Montgomerys. I don't like Emily's mom. I actually like Emily's dad, but he died, unfortunately. And I don't like the fucking Hastings. I hope they all just get wiped out. That should be the big finale. Just kill the parents off. Except for Ashley Marin. I like her. She's a sweetheart.
A is controlling the house devices.
Well, at the end of the episode last week, we see A has got a big universal remote, and we're like, well, what's he gonna do with it? Well, that's what he did. He hacked into the system and
controlling the heat,
music, the heat, and then of course
the fire breaks out, and Arya gets
second degree burns.
Yeah, Arya gets burned and sent to the hospital.
And my favorite part about that was, no wrong now.
I didn't like how none of the girls go with her to the hospital.
Well, no.
Ezra, that's it. Ezra shows up.
In the lobby, it was Hannah and her mom. They were there.
Yeah, in the lobby.
But yeah, you're right. But Spencer and Emily was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
What I did like about that, though, and it was just so fucking retarded, but Ezra shows up. Now, don't get me wrong. That's okay. I get it. All right, I do get it. Liam's not in town right now, or he was somewhere else, whatever. But Ezra's there, and of course, he's being a good friend. But I love that Liam comes back, and Arya, look at Arya's face is like she got caught cheating. She wasn't, but she's like, Liam, what are you doing? You're just like, really, you fucking bitch. And Ezra, gets pushed to the back, which I fucking loved. I was like, he's just like, I don't want to do
He's
that.
like, congratulations on the thing.
He's like, I guess I'll go.
You're co-writing.
I'm going away now. It's like, dude, get the fuck out. I just do not like Arya and Ezra together. I never have, I never will. Fuck
I like them together.
I know you do.
And then like Spencer, meets up with Toby and talks to him about it. And then she finally tells him that A's back off, sorta like a copycat. And he's like, I'm glad that you told me.
Well, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm not against that. Only thing I didn't like was the fact that she kind of did it behind Caleb's back. She did.
And she also, like...
But we also find out that...
She's like, who is that? Like Hannah, I think. She's like, oh, it's my dad.
Well, yeah, but not that. But we also find out a little bit about the Toby Spencer. Maybe it wasn't the breakup.
It's getting close to it. That's the next part.
Well, I'm moving to the next part.
Yeah, there's flashback, and it's freshman year, and
well, there's sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore. What was that?
Yeah, sophomore year.
Sophomore year in college, and Spencer gets the pregnancy scared.
And literally, it's a pretty intense scene. I mean, seriously, well acted by both of them. If there's ever
like not living in Rosewood or wherever.
Yeah, he's back at Rosewood, and then she's in college wherever, you know. And and you know what? To his credit, he's trying to make it work. But the line he says, which I thought was brilliant, was, you know, we each have a vision of the future, but it's just not the same one. And I like that because it's like, you know, they clearly, I think there's still feelings there. And I'm okay with that. For some reason, I don't mind the feelings still being there for them. Like I do the Hannah and Caleb, I guess I'm got double standard. But anyways, how can you not love Spencer? That's all I'm going to say. But it was just like it wasn't working. And they clearly have two different goals.
Yeah.
And of course, Spencer has always been more, you can tell she's, you know, just being raised by the Hastings anyways, more career goal oriented. Like she wants, you know, to go on and do whatever she wants to do.
Graduate.
And whereas Toby didn't mind, you know, if she was pregnant. Like he's the kind of guy who would, you know, stay home, or not stay home, he would want to, you know, start a family at home. And you can just tell she didn't quite want that at the time. And yeah, once again, it was literally, it was shot, it wasn't black and white, but it definitely had a different filter on it. It had like this very gloomy look to it. It was a powerful scene. It really was. Really loved it. Really good stuff. So
I kind of liked it when Ezra showed up at the hospital and he came with like magazines, candy and stuff. I thought that was fun.
His girlfriend. Guess what? Back in line. Back in line. Liam's here now. Liam will take care of her.
And then we already covered how Eddie paid the guy / girl to drive the truck.
Yeah.
Try to run over.
Well, I don't know if they're trying to run over or not, but it's I think the payment just to do the body work on it. Fix it, that way they can't trace it back.
Try to run over.
I don't think that Patty was the driver. I think the truck is being fixed up, so or maybe I don't know, maybe. Either way, but yeah, that was last night.
Maybe he paid him or her to not say anything about the truck, so that's why they covered it up.
Could be.
Yeah, so that's it.
Overall, what did you think about the episode?
I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I liked how we find out where the truck is. I
mean, yeah, they answer some stuff, but man, once again, that's something I'm okay with. I'm okay with a mystery. That don't bother me. I want the mystery to go somewhere, and it just seems like these last 3 or 4 episodes are doing nothing but filler. And I'm getting sick of that shit. I don't like the fact that they're clearly trying to write everybody back together. They're trying, and I'm not so much with Toby and Spencer, even though they did share that moment, but clearly you can tell they're wanting Hannah and Caleb to get back together. They're clearly wanting Ezra and Arya to get back together. Like they're adding all this shit. I don't like that. Once again, it was just, and that's freeform. Don't get me wrong. I know even before this, they always try to make the next week's episode exciting, but dude, they went overboard. Like 2 weeks in a row, where they're like, "This is gonna be the most insane."
And then like half the scenes are not in the episode,
or they show them like really late or whatever. It just I'm like, what? I don't know. And once again, next week's episode looks really good.
Yeah.
But
it looks intense.
It looks intense, but it's like the last two have too, and I don't know. Like I said, I'm not complaining too much. I love this show. I'll be here every Tuesday until the show is done, and then I'll be really sad afterwards.
Maybe.
However.
Couple wasn't here every Tuesday.
Well, goddamn, sweetie, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Anyways, but no, I'm gonna be with the show until it ends. You know. But right now, it just seems like there's a big wall of just nothingness. It's just like they're just spinning their wheels. We're doing the same thing we've done over and over. And I mean, I get it. I mean, but unfortunately, they jumped the shark, I think.
Well, I heard that they're gonna reveal who's behind the mask at the end of this season.
And once again, I'm okay if they did or didn't. I just, at least with the previous seasons, and I know some people might disagree. Cause I did read a lot of comments where everybody's like, "It's like they know what they're doing, or is this thing belong?" I was okay with the mystery being stretched out, but it just seems like right now they got nothing going on, and it just seems like I don't know. This is just like it's almost like Pretty Little Liars light right now. I'm just wanting it to kick back up. And it started off good. The first 2 episodes were like really, not want to say intense, but they were really good. And it seems like now it's just like they're spinning their wheels. Like I am right now with this conversation. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up, I guess. So.
Yeah, so that's it till tomorrow.
What are you doing tomorrow?
I'm doing a movie review. And then...
Oh, you're all tuckered out, huh, sweetie? Yeah. Pretty tired?
The trailer review.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I probably won't be here.
No, you won't. Stay tuned.